Welcome to Word Up. I have my good mate. Right.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing.
Right.
You're known as the Black Paddy.
Yeah, the main Black Paddy, mate.
The Black Paddy.
The Black Paddy,
Do you want to know something?
Yeah.
Whenever I was talking this morning, my dad minds the wee baby for me while I do this. And I said, you might have this guy on the day. He's known as the Black Paddy. And my dad, here he is. I fucking like him. I went, what? You've seen him? And he goes,
No way.
yeah,
Your dad's a legend.
Here he was. I tell him not to watch this, but he will watch this
What's
one.
the dad's name?
Michael.
Michael, you're a bleeding legend. You're the Black Paddy, boy. I'm your cousin from Malawi.
Yeah. He goes to me, I was a wee bit worried for him. Whenever I saw him going over to certain places, you know, but people must have wired him off because he didn't wear the shamrock jacket to the shankle.
No, Jesus Christ, no.
Here.
Listen, I knew not to. I knew not to, like, you know, that kind of way, because it's going to be pretty hard. You're black and a shamrock jacket, man. That's a high target.
All
right
you need
there.
is a dog and you fucking hit the tick list. Blacks, dogs, Irish, fuck off.
I'm a living proof that Brexit does not exist. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
I love it. I
Yeah.
fucking absolutely, I love your shit. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I thought was an intrinsic difference between, like, there is no difference in Catholic and Protestant, essentially. It's a mindset. But whenever you were in the Shankill and you were like, what's great about the Shankill, right? And I love the way you were saying the Irish of it, because you know Shankill is Old Church Road. It was originally Gaelic and it was anglicised. And you went, what's great about the Shankill? And they were going, best place in the world, best place ever, yeah, heart of the empire. And then you went over to the New Lodge. I was like,
dude, oh my God, the best place ever.
and then
bro.
everybody, do you know
Oh
what
my
I
God,
loved
you look
about
is
it?
fucking unreal, man.
You went, what's good about the New Lodge? And they went, fuck off. That's
is the
only
truth.
difference.
That's one thing I've learned about the Irish people. Like, literally, you ask any Irish person, what's so great about this place? The road out of it. I was like, everything. I'm like, the road out of it. Like, that's what they, like, literally, if a foreigner says that, you'll be literally tortured for that. But, like, they can say, it's fucking showy. I'm like, no. Everywhere is fucking showy. I'm like, no way. This is the best town I've ever seen in my life. What's so special about this town? It's fucking showy. What the
I fucking love. Where have you have a twang, like?
Yeah. It's
How
a
long
weird.
have you been living?
It's a weird twang. It's like a mixture of African and Irish,
Yeah.
and I don't know what else it is. It's like a slushy at this stage. You know, that kind of way.
slushy.
It is like my accent. No, that's where my accent is.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because sometimes when I'm on the phone to my mom in Africa, it's a different accent.
Yeah.
And if I'm speaking to you, it's a different accent. You know, that kind of way.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
weird. It's just I don't know what to call it, to be honest with you.
It's like, I get that, because I've ADHD, and so...
High five. Yes.
Have you?
Oh my God! Literally,
So
we're gonna set
it's
this
like,
place on fire.
Whenever you have ADHD, I don't realise it, but like I'll mimic people back to them.
Yeah. It's called musical ears.
Is it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that was the one thing I said when I did my audition for university. They were like, what's so special about you? And as an Irish person, I wanted to go, nothing, right? But they were like, so what do you think? Why do you want to do drama? And I was like, I can listen to an accent and repeat it to you. And they were like, so you have an ear? And I was like, yes, I fucking do.
I
But
do.
I've realised it's not polite, apparently. Like, especially whenever you meet someone, they're going, yo, what is the crack? And I go, ooh, what is the crack?
Ah,
And,
sure. What you mean?
you know-
It's a bit of a crack. That's one thing about the Irish humor. We love to have the crack. It's a sarcastic humor. Like, I clicked onto it when I came into Ireland. Like, I came into Ireland and I was like, hey, and I was walking through town and your man just randomly, like, in the middle of Dublin, saw me, goes, hey, come here. Listen, right? I'm not bleeding racist, right? I have a black and white TV at home. I was like, what the? And I burst out laughing because I didn't know how to take that. Because they're very, very sarcastic with humors and stuff like that. So if I see someone and they speak some certain type of way, I will mimic them just for the crack, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it's just.
And you just you just go with it in the cadence of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love the way that you
No,
I was
well-
like watching all your stuff, like, this guy's fucking brilliant. Like,
You're making me blush now, but you
tell
can't
me
fucking say
this,
that.
where's the best? No, I can't, because...
No, go on, say
All
it.
right, where did you have the most fun? What town do you think?
Right, I won't lie to you. The best town ever in Ireland is Derry. Yep. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry.
Do you know something? I I have to agree with you.
Yeah, Derry
like,
is
and this is going against my Belfast. I went to uni in Derry.
Oh my God!
Lived there.
It's actually amazing. I've done gigs in Derry. I've did college nights in Derry, and oh my God, the best. Like, man, I won't lie to you. Derry is just upbeat. Like everything I've ever done in Derry has been so like boom.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a world whereby everyone is just up for the crack.
Yeah.
No one is offensive. No one is angry. Everyone's just happy. And I'm like, are they like maybe drunk 24/7 or I don't know what it is, but man, daytime, nighttime, Derry is consistent. Like
Derry is brilliant. You know, I never had as good a leg as whenever I lived in Derry,
Good
right?
leg.
Because you see those fucking hills.
Yeah.
It's just the calf muscles are going.
Bro.
Like, see, whenever it's icy in Derry, forget about driving. You just fucking slay everywhere. But the thing with Derry is there's 3 times the women than there is the men.
No, that's why do you think I like Derry?
Yeah, that's why you fucking like Derry. You're drowning in it. You're going. But yeah.
Looking for-
Definitely, but then
That's so funny. Like, imagine Black Paddy going around there.
yeah, fucking war cry.
Hey, you want some black babies?
Yes.
I have 2.
Do you have 2?
Yeah, but I might just have one more just in case one don't like me. So just to keep my option
You
wide
have
open.
to keep your.
Yeah.
One of them has got to make it big and pay for the best car home.
Come here, listen. It's just having kids sometimes can be a little bit kind of stressful because man, both of them love their man. It's kind of like that kind of way. I'm like the little outcast because I'm barely at home, like but I'm a good crack though. The girl loves me, but she can be an asshole sometimes,
Oh, girls are.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Well, yeah. Okay. But you're full of life. You're.
Well, my kids hate me, but we discovered that it's not that they hate me; it's that they're safe around me.
Yeah, they're safe around you.
I was saying this. My ma was quite strict, right?
Yes.
It was like a strict Irish mother. So we daren't blink in front of her wrong in case,
Bro, just like an African mom too. As well.
African. We were talking about this before, me and Jazz. She was on. But I'm so like, I try to be empathetic with my kids, and I'm like, listen. But I was talking to my cousin on the phone the other day, and I was like, Colin, get your teeth brushed. And yeah. And I was like, okay, get your teeth brushed. Yeah. Get your fucking teeth you get like, sometimes I'll scream so loud in the morning that my neighbours are brushing their teeth. You know what I mean? It's fucking bad.
Get your teeth brushed, bro.
What are you like as a parent?
Me as a parent, I'm very strict. Like, especially with my son. Like, when my son does some certain things, I call him out. Like, she won't call him out. She just kind of like, oh, it's okay, it's not a baby. I'm like, no, he's not a baby. He's 4 years of age. Just he can walk in the slaughter.
You sound like my husband.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's an African instinct.
It must be.
Oh, it's an African. Like my dad. Oh my God, my dad would literally like I just have to look at my dad's eyes and I know, okay, you cannot do this. Yeah. Like my dad's friend can just be like, hey, Fabio, do you want something in the shop? And my dad just look at me like this. I'm like, no, I don't want anything in the shop. I'm good. That's how, like, literally you can feel the energy.
That look.
Like, it's true, like, that kind of way. So, I'm very strict to my kids. The reason why is because you have to teach them young.
Yeah.
If you don't let them know how strict you are, why they're still this little teeny egg, when they get older, then they'll be talking to you. And because I've witnessed Irish kids talk to their ma in a very rude way, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
If my son talks to me like that, I would punch him on the throat.
I'm like.
Right on the throat, I can't speak anymore. Like right
we
there.
We were chatting about this. African mas, like black mas and Irish mas, kind of a line.
Oh, trust me, I relate to the wooden spoon a lot.
The wooden spoon, the fucking slipper. Do you know what I mean? But see, I can't even walk through the fucking pajama department, the Primark, without getting PTSD. I'm like, a fucking slipper.
Sleepers.
Please don't, Mama.
Oh
my God. But my ma used to get the belt and go like this.
I swear, yeah.
To make it snap.
Man, I think it was just like it was a universal thing. So
yeah,
because I've always thought that was just an African thing.
Yeah, I never get hit with the belt, but see that's
okay. So that's just an Irish thing because I go, I have design. I have like Louis Vuitton sign on my back. You be like, oh my God, that's a belt.
Get out of here before me, Mark. Yeah.
That's a Louis Vuitton whip from my dad. I would never forget that.
Yeah, these are designer scars.
Like a Nike on my chest from my man. Like,
yeah, whip crack away. I think maybe if it was a boy, it would. Nah, actually, my brother, he's pampered. He's in saying that he had 3 elder sisters.
No way.
And he's kind of like, he's so chill. Our Adam's so fucking chill, and we were all just like, He said that to you. What the fuck's going on? I get my big sister for you. You know what I mean? It was kind of like that, but
Well,
No,
if I have a big sister like you, nobody's gonna fuck with me. Trust me.
Just fucking hyper.
You just have to like brush your teeth. I'm like, oh shit, we are going, guys.
That's it. I'm treading the line. I'm trying to gentle parent because apparently that's the thing. Gentle, but you can't gentle parent if you don't have gentle kids.
No, that's the thing. It's about it. Yes, that's
like I
actually
have
true.
little ADHD mad fuckers who are like Tic Tacs in a box.
Bro, I think my kids is a way of God punishing me as well because my son has ADHD as well, just like me, and I can see the little me in him. I'm like, you sit the fuck down. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm the black Paddy. You're not you're a small Paddy. Don't move.
I love it. Do your kids ever do things that make you cackle?
What's cackle?
Cackle, like laugh.
Oh my God, yeah. My daughter especially, like, whenever like we play this Afrobeat thing on YouTube, you just see her like little coming in and she start twerking and she's only 2. Like, I'm like, what do you think you're doing? Sit back up, sit on the chair. You're not
grinding already, are you? I'm whining on too.
She be too like twerking right. The music is going like, I'm like, you are 2 years of age.
And that is banging moves, but sit the fuck down.
Oh no, I just look at the mom. It's like that was you twerking in front of her. Oh yeah. They do some weird stuff. Yeah.
Just natural. My kid pulled his pajama bottoms all the way up to his shoulders the other day, and I said to him, "I'm ashamed to admit this, but I'll tell you, right? Because he's hyper and he just comes off with things, and these days it's all about rhyming words. And I said, are you looking forward to St. Nicholas coming? And he went, St. Nicholas is going to tickle us with his big tickle.
Oh, bro, no, it's actually crazy.
I just went,
oh, man.
He's going to tackle me with his big tickle. But here, do you want to hear the word of the week? Because what we do is we talk about a word. I'll tell you what it means.
Oh, okay. I thought it was September for a second. I was like, Sempiternal. I was like, what? Is this like a September boy in some random language? But it doesn't sound Spanish.
That makes sense to me actually. Because the word Sempiternal.
All the emos watching us right now are going to be freaking out. There's a really big like Bringing the Horizon song called Sempiternal.
Oh really?
It came out and all the emos are obsessed with it.
No way. What does that mean though? Sempiternal.
I've never known.
You've never known? You're about to know.
It's blown my mind.
You're about to know. Leo, you listening, babe? Sempiternal is enduring, everlasting, right? So you might say it's the same as eternal.
Oh.
But it ain't. So the reason that I thought this was interesting, because I was looking on your Instagram and you were like...
Ooh, you're checking me out.
I was checking you out. It was Insta stalking. I was like...
Alright, well, stuck away by.
That's not what my last boyfriend said.
There's lots of good-looking pictures of me online. You know what I mean?
Noticed that.
Oh, yeah, I'm into the
You
workout now.
got a lot of thirst trap photos
Oh,
on
well,
there.
come here. Let's watch me thirst trap.
You know those ones where you're...
Well, it's just natural, you know what I mean? I'm like good-looking outside and inside, too.
Yes,
so.
well, that's it. You're beautiful inside.
I'm blessed.
I'm very humble.
Oh, of course. You're full of compliments. Fair play. Thank you so much anyway. Thank you.
So sempiternal is everlasting or unchanging, okay? And although it's often used the same way as eternal, there's a distinction. Because in philosophy, eternal implies something that exists outside time and has no beginning or no end. And it says, like God, right?
Deadly.
But sempiternal is more earthbound. So you can say your photographs that you put on the internet are sempiternal. Right?
Deadly.
Right? And I was like, oh. But it just interested me because, like, I believe in God.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, so there's a difference. So whenever you're talking about things on this earth, and then it got me to thinking about your name. You're Fabio.
Okay.
Right? Have you seen the video?
Oh, God.
Of Fabio? No, the fucking guy that's like, he was like a pin-up boy in America for years.
No, I haven't seen that. No way.
He goes on this roller coaster, Sean. You need to show the audience in the clip, right?
Okay.
So he loves himself. He uses his face for a living, right? Fabio. And he goes on this roller coaster to open it, say at this new theme park. And as it shows you him coming down the roller coaster whenever it's over, and his face is all fucked.
His marketing face.
His face is just torn to fucking bits, right? And it turns out that a goose attacked him while he was at the top of the roller coaster. But he's raging, right? And I know this is wicked, But I have laughed at that for about 10 years now. Like, I still...
Oh, now I'm looking forward to watch this video. Now. I wanna
Sometimes,
watch-
do you know what? If we can get it up and show him, but I'll show you after because it makes me laugh. In fact, me and Curtis watched it last night just
Right.
for another gig.
Right.
I was like, we should make that into a word. Like, you got goosed, right? Because goose just flew
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
And he was
You
fucking
got
raging.
goosed.
He tried to suit, but I was like, so that video of Fabio being hit in the face by a goose is sempiternal, right?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense now. All right. So basically, it's just an event that happened and that will ever go on because it's
Yeah.
like
the political fight in Northern Ireland
that
or
is
the north
deadly.
of Ireland.
Oh,
It's sempiternal.
well, that's not deadly, but like this,
It is deadly. Depends on who's holding their gun. I fucking love you.
no wait, that's so cool. So I can say the Black Paddy is sempiternal as well.
Yeah, the Black Paddy is sempiternal.
Yep, the
Totally.
Oh, you know what?
The Black Paddy going to Shankle Road is sempiternal.
Yes, bro. If anyone
Yeah.
come over to me from now on, if I get an interview now, saying so, Black Paddy. So what's the story with Black Paddy? I'm like, it's sempiternal.
Yeah, it's sempiternal.
That's my new word now. I love it.
We will
I love-
endure. We will outlast everything.
That is actually so cool. So basically, we live in this world, man. This you just changed my mindset now, which is weird now because now I'm going to be dipping into this right now because now literally everything right now is sempiternal because this podcast is sempiternal.
Yes.
Literally everything right now is because
Yeah.
it's made in earth in that kind of way. That is so cool.
Yeah,
I'm really glad you actually showed me that word right now.
I love like the term liminal, right? I was really obsessed with this word at one stage because liminal is something that is fleeting. It's like being in the moment, right? So
Cool.
in architecture, do you know whenever you have a door, right?
Right.
And there's a little line between one room and another?
Right.
That wee line is called the limen, right? It's where
Okay.
one like room
see.
ends and the other one begins. And I was like, so if you're living in the moment,
Right.
you're living liminally. Right?
No way.
Yeah.
Is that where Keep It Lemon came from or something like that? Which is
Liminally, it comes from architecture. So this is sempiternal,
okay.
but we're living liminally right now.
Bro,
Yeah,
new
fucking-
words of life, bro. Okay,
Tell me this.
You know what? That is actually crazy.
What's
man.
your favourite word, like a colloquialism from Ireland?
Active?
Active?
Yes.
Why would use that for me? What do you mean?
The active basically is it's just kind of like see what we're doing right now.
Uh-huh.
Like this is really early. We're doing a podcast. This is so active, like literally extremely active.
Yeah.
So my life is very active. Like
My life
I
is
like
super active.
yeah. So I like to travel to different places, try Guinness, look at different cultures, break little rules. Like it's the essence of living because I just believe sometimes when you actually doing something with your life, and for me, what brings meaning is there's so many of the black paddies out there, and the black paddy might not just be black or white. There might be different colors,
Yeah.
and the meaning of the black paddy is just a simple person who wants to have a better life but don't know much and would like to learn more.
Yeah.
Just that wanting to learn more. It's a
Yeah.
great feeling. You're not gonna wait. So I live that life, and I share my experience with a lot of black paddies. Like, oh wow, that's so true. That's so cool. That's interesting.
And you're one of us. Do you
Yeah,
know what
oh,
I
yeah,
mean?
but you know that
you're
kind of
one of
way.
us, and like it's kind of, I suppose it's really relevant right now because of all the shit that's happening
I know,
in
right?
Dublin.
Yeah. Do you hear about
Like,
that?
what the fuck is
I
the
know
crack
that's
with
and
that?
that's really really sad because man, like in all fairness, right? What happened? It's a very very serious thing because that like imagine just some random guy just stabbing kids like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
If that happened in Africa, a random guy just come stab like a local like
Yeah.
that and their kids, man, there'll be more
Yeah.
going on. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't want to fuck with the Irish, but they stand up for each other and fair play to them
Yeah.
in every way. The fact that they can actually like they kind of like show their feeling their revenge to something that is so bad like that. And but the thing I didn't like about that was see they went a little bit extreme.
Oh, fuck, a little bit? A lot?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the video while I was at home. Like what's funny, right? That day that this stuff happened, I was in Dublin.
Oh fuck.
Yes, I know.
No
I was stuck.
way!
I was doing a promo for Sky,
Right.
Sky Stream. There's this new thing called Sky Stream. I was doing
Right.
a promo for Sky Stream, and the directors was like, "Oh, should we give you a taxi home? Because I cycle everywhere. I don't have a car, that kind of
Yeah.
way." And they were like, should we book a taxi home for a year?" And I was like, "Well, if you want to book a taxi home for me, I live all the way in Kildare, more than Streven. That's gonna be so much expensive for you guys." Oh, they were like, "Sure, it's a big company, like."
Yeah.
They're like, "We're gonna cover the taxi." And so I said, "I have a bicycle though." And they're like, "Oh, we can book another taxi for the bicycle as well." I was like, "This is."
Wow.
I know. I was like, "Wow,"
Yeah.
but
I'm in danger.
Bro, on my way out, there's few like this first time in my life, I am the black Paddy.
You the black Paddy?
I go outside feeling loved. I'm like, I go outside, people come up to me like, oh my god, can I get a picture?
Yeah.
First time in my life, I walked outside, I was like, fuck off. I was like really scared.
Wow.
I was looking for my Irish passport just in case anyone stopped me, so I can show them, hey, just let you know I'm Irish.
Yeah.
But it was terrifying. It was scary, not just for me, for the future generation, for like my kids when they get older, to see that this type of racial war is happening, and it's to me. Let me like my own sense of contribution to this situation is. I'm coming out of a place of love, whereby I'm looking at myself, why do I do what I do? And I'm doing it from a place of love, from a place of unity, from a place of like bringing people together, having the crack, not seeing any color, just having the crack basically. And I'm aware that whatever I do, there's people out there who see me as my color and they kind of say some negative words to me. And I'm aware that, not everybody loves me. And I'm aware that this is not my real original country. I'm aware of all these things, but I am doing this because I am actually like trying to bring people together, the kind of way. Right from when I was young back in Africa, we've had this little tribal kind of like separation. Oh, if you're from Igbo, you can't date someone from Yoruba. If you're from Yoruba, you can't date someone from... We've had this thing, and I've never got along with that thing. I never liked it as a kid. I didn't give a fuck. The girl I once fancied, he had to start from love, because my first love was a girl from a different tribe. And when I fell in love with her, it was hard for me to let people know that I was dating her. If my mom knew I was dating and I was a girl, she would kill me.
What was your tribe? Sorry, can I ask?
Oh, Igbo. I'm from Port Harcourt. Yeah, I'm like a culture. I'm like a unionist.
Because the Bambashes are Yoruba, I think.
This where?
Bambashe is
there's Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Yoruba is like literally huge. They're like they're like the coolest. They're the coolest people in Nigeria. All the musical because
really?
you know what I mean.
So you felt like whenever you fancied a girl from a different, your mom would judge.
Yeah, she would literally judge me. Like she would like that kind. And I've always like why? Because I grew up kind of like asking so much questions like why we're humans, we're together. Why is this happening? I don't really know what's going on. I don't care what you think. That kind of way. So anyway. I grew out of it, came to Ireland, and bumped into another situation. And actually, in my country, Nigeria, the Christian and Muslim, there's always been religious war in my country. And I never got along with that as well. I remember when I was in school, in primary school in Nigeria, when you're doing religious study, when you have an exam, they share the class into two. The Christians stay in the right, the Muslims stay in the left, and you both sit your exams, right? Wow. This is a true story. And everyone knows who's a Christian, everyone knows who's a Muslim. So that day, I walk into class like really late. I've always had a sense of humor since I was a kid. I was 11 years of age. I walk into the class, and instead of me go to the right side, there was Christians. I went to the Muslim side, and I sat down. And the teacher was like, you're meant to be there. I said, no, today I am Muslim. Everybody in the Christian side started laughing their head off. The Muslim class was laughing their head off. They were clapping for me. And I was just there sitting down. And the teacher was like, fuck it. She gave me the Muslim exam sheet and everything. And I was because in primary school, the question is there and you just have to answer A, B, or C, or D. I was just ticking random letters. And when I was done, they give the results to the teachers, and the teachers did the examination that day. And I wouldn't lie to you, I was 9 out of 10.
What?
I like literally 9 out of 10.
Wow.
The whole class clapped for me that I did what I did, and I felt sense of happiness and joy that day. I couldn't tell my mom though, because she would kill me if I tell her I did that. I couldn't tell my mom, but my sense of joy was so great. And the bubble of energy around me was so happy. But when I came to Ireland, and I saw the fact that, okay, there's another way of religious kind of thing going on here as well. I was like, no way. Like
same shit.
I know. And I remember because when I started doing the Black Party, it was just in the south. It was in Dublin, Waterford, Galway, Mullingar, all these places, Kildare, all these places. So one day I said to my friend Paul, I think I want to go Belfast and do Black Party. He goes, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes.
He said, don't go to Belfast. Like literally, you will be literally you.
Don't go to the Black North.
Don't go to Davis. And in my head, I'm like, I was literally scared. I wasn't gonna do it because I was like, oh my God, what can I do? So I was like, I don't know. So I said to myself, you know what? Before I go to Belfast, I'm gonna go to Belfast without my without my Shamrock jersey, right? And what I did, I went to a place called Davis.
Yeah.
And I won't lie to you.
A place called Davis. Have you ever heard of it?
Davis, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have never had the best crack of my life like I had there. Bro, all the guys were active.
Yeah.
They were outside.
Active, I
Bro,
see
they were
it,
outside. They were really happy. They came up. They came over. They didn't know who I was. They just seen a black guy with camera. And they were like, they came over to me. They were like, and this little boy was like, who are you? And I was like, I'm the black Paddy on TikTok. You're not funny. And I was like, what do you think you are? You know,
Fuck up.
No. I couldn't say fuck up because I was in Davis.
You can always say fuck up in Davis. You can always. Till I was 14, I thought the name was fuck up.
If I say fuck up in Davis, I'll end up in Africa that same day.
Deported.
And I was having a crack there and it was really, really deadly. And this little boy came over to me and goes, and I said to him, he was like, what do you do? I said, I just have the crack. I just go around and make people laugh. And he was like, oh, let's have the crack show. Yeah. And he goes, can I pretend I was stealing your car? I was like, I don't know. And one of the guys in the back go, oh, no, he's good. He's all right. He's all right. Yeah. And this guy looked literally rough. I said, he was there with his hand in his jocks there and his tracksuit and everything. And I was like, oh, should I give this guy my car to go? He goes, oh, no, I'm going to pretend. I'm going to give you back your key. He goes, here's my phone. He gave me his phone. It was a literally Nokia old phone. I was like, this phone doesn't even watch the car. Like, but anyway, I took the phone off him, right? And he went into my car. And when he started my car, right, he did a wheel burn, like, and I was like, oh, I was still videoing this situation because, bro, whatever it is, have it on camera. And the guy, he went on
it ain't worth it if it wasn't recorded.
He went on the wheel spin, and it took off, boom. And I was like, hey, come back, we're done now. This guy literally took off. And I was like, there's few guys around me, and I was asking them, is he going to come back? Is he going to come? And they're like, we don't know. I was like, oh shit. Welcome to Davis. Before you know it, he then came back with the car. Right. And I was like, oh. I put this video online. This video went viral. Literally, it was crazy.
Oh, that is fucking brilliant. A lie, a cheat, a steal, but at least I'm honest about it.
Bro, he came back. And I went back home, and literally, I was like, that was the best crack of my life. Dude. I came back to Belfast to get my Shamrock jacket, went to New Law, went to different places. I've never felt so welcome in my life. Like, I think Belfast is one of the most welcoming people in Ireland. Like,
do you
literally,
think so?
Bro.
Maybe it's because we're outsiders too, technically. Our own country doesn't even fucking claim us. Neither. Whether or not you claim to be British or you claim to be Irish, neither of those people want us. Do you know what I mean? We're just the wee kid that sort of gets palmed off. We're like, you're taking him for the weekend. No, you ain't fucking taking him. Do you know what I mean? We're like,
you guys are the real definition of a blow into Ireland.
Yeah, definitely.
Basically, like, in that kind of way. But like, I've never felt so like welcome here, like in my eye. But I'm like, wow, I've never actually enjoyed my journey as a black Paddy in the north part of Ireland because it was so welcoming. Like, I will go to, like, I was in a festival there recently in Birmingham, and literally everyone keep coming up to me, Black Paddy! I'm like, how you doing? What's the story? Where you from? Go to Tyrone, and I'm like, wow, the love I get is actually
so no
unreal.
matter where you go in the world, it's like, he's one of ours.
Yeah, you know the kind of way. Like, that's why I want to actually do this to me, but I travel to where Irish people go to. Yeah. Like, places that you see a lot of Irish people. I think that would do well for my brand.
We're very quick to claim anybody who does good. Like, and that's why I was so shocked, like, as well, looking at Dublin. I was like, Ireland, Desi and us, like, stop that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be fucking. I was on Shane Todd's podcast and I was talking about racist people. This was a while back. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, no, I love Shane Todd's.
And I was like, I was chatting and we were talking and I was like, what's the crack with people? Xenophobic is what you would call it. That's a word. Fear of anything foreign. And I said about people who are like, there's a Middle Eastern man on the road, just might want to watch your kids. But underneath it, like, people were commenting and stuff. Like, 50% of the people were all like, yeah, people need to wise up, blah, blah, blah. Actually, maybe 80% of people were. But then you get the small minority that are like, yeah, fucking, you're not saying, she's banging a non-Irish guy. That's why she's saying that. And I was just like, I am. And it's lovely. Like, you gotta
and I can't walk anymore.
But we would own you big. We'd try and be like, yeah, he's what. Like, did you ever hear when Barack Obama got elected, right? He's Irish.
Yeah.
Right? We were like, O'Leary. Oh, what is it? O'Reilly. O'Hare and O'Hara. You can't get more Irish than Barack Obama. Right?
Now you can't get more Irish than the Black Paddy.
Than the Black Paddy. Do you know what I mean? mean, I'm pretty sure. You know, I love that Phil Lynott saying. You know, whenever Phil Lynott, Thin Lizzy, he was black Irish, and
he's the first black Paddy though. I have to say.
He was like, does anybody here have a little Irish in them? Would any women in here like to have a little more Irish in them? You know what I mean? So
that's like going around doing that in my videos as well. Like, do you want some black babies?
Yeah, I'd probably just went. Do you want to hear the dirty word of the week?
Oh, this is so funny, bro.
This is actually interesting considering what you're talking about.
Okay, telegony.
Yes, telegony. Right. So, this is my dirty word of the week. It usually has a dirty undertone.
Okay,
right?
okay. I love dirty words anyway. They're
In
very
fact,
funny.
this is my favourite book these days. It's the Encyclopedia of Unusual Sex
I feel
Practices.
so sorry for your boyfriend. Jesus Christ, you already know that.
Well, we're working our way through them one by one.
Bro, anyone that reads about sex, man, that is intense, bro.
I have to remove his bald from the vice when I get home today. So he loves it. Telegony was the belief that the first man to inseminate a woman would automatically be the father of any child she bore after.
No way. That is daily. Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I should have called it. Yeah. Adam was the ultimate.
Yeah, he's my dad.
Yeah.
My dad was white. Told you guys I'm the...
Right. I just lived a wee bit closer to the equator, you know?
So, see, that means we're from the same father. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know why we're fighting for the end of the day.
Fuck
like,
me, Jesus. I love it whenever blue-eyed, doughy-eyed Jesus that looks like something from a Beatles album, and you're like, he was a Middle Eastern man.
He was. I think he was. I think
he had a tan.
And I think he had a bit of dreadlocks as well. He was a bit Bob Marley-ish.
Rasta Jesus.
Rasta Jesus. That's why he'll go walk on water.
Everybody come up here on ting. Get them fishes on ting.
Turn water to wine.
That's why he had so many mates.
I said it.
So fucking popular. Yeah, you got no money. Come on up and carry out Sunday, lads.
No, I love. Come here, he's the main man. You know yourself. I love him.
Yes.
Like everything I do in my life, he come first.
You gotta love Jesus.
Oh,
you do. Well, I do, and I always say it's not very popular to be a Christian these days. Like people are like,
Yeah.
And I'm spiritual. I'm not religious.
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
I wouldn't eat the altar.
I love that.
But I do believe in Jesus. And
No, Jesus was spiritual as well.
See, even if you don't believe he was the Son of God, wasn't he an awesome person?
He was deadly. I can imagine. That's what I was saying that to Leo the other day. I said, what's happening in Dublin? What if Jesus was still alive? What would he do? What will he have done?
WWJD.
No, like, you know, that kind of way. Like, what would he has done?
What do you think he would have done?
I don't know, because remember, like in the Bible, I read this place about this in the Bible, right? There was a prostitute in the Bible. When she was caught being a prostitute, normally the law was if you caught fornication, you will get stoned to death. That's how it works back then. And this lady was about to get stoned to death, and he goes, if any of yous have never sinned yet, cast your first stone.
He without sin.
And you know that kind of way. And no one would do it. No one could cast stone to that lady. But you know what? When Jesus left, she changed her life. Her life changed for the good. And where did that come from?
Yeah.
Love. Jesus, that was a love judgmental saying. If any of you haven't sinned yet, cast the first stone. And he just kept doing what he was doing. He wasn't even arguing. Just come here. If any of you have never sinned before, just cast the first stone.
Come here, he without sin. Come on and throw the stone.
Just throw the first stone.
Do you know what I mean?
Imagine. So whatever is happening there in Dublin, imagine Jesus was there and he goes, okay, whoever that's never in your life done anything worse, break the first shop. And all the losers will be like, oh, sure.
I love that. There was an
way.
Irish politician that said these people were thugs. They weren't political activists in a way, because like it said, I noticed they robbed lots of trainer shops. They didn't rob any bookshops. You know, that's the kind of fucking people you're dealing with here. Yeah.
Oh, bro, man.
But yeah, imagine Jesus showing up in Dublin.
That's what I'm saying
and
to you,
Irish people actually being able to turn around for the first time in their life and go, Jesus Christ, and it not taking the Lord in vain. Because they actually go, no, it's fucking Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Christ, the night, the morning. Yeah, I love it.
I can imagine that. No, really, it'd be like it'd be so like it's something I've always visioned in my mind. Like, what would he has done? That kind of way. And it's so funny because during the while the riot was going, there was a video that I loved so much. Right, while the riot was going, they were burning lures and buses, and there was this random guy that came over to the guy on the camera. He goes, "Sorry, do you know where I can buy some weed?"
Did this happen?
I was like, I swear. Like, this guy literally asking for weed. Well, there was literally riots behind him, and he was like, "Where can I buy some weed?"
I want to come down here for a smoke, man.
So I can imagine if Jesus was there, some random guy would be like, "Sorry, can you turn this water to Guinness?"
Mate. Yeah.
The price of Guinness and Temple Bar is fucking through the roof.
I tell you this for free, every bar in Dublin wouldn't have a 2-litre bottle of River Rock in it because they'd be like, "There's a big bottle of water." Gets 2 litres of wine, mate.
It's so true, like, that kind of way. So it's actually like, but what I think that should be happening now should just be love. Like, what I mean? We shouldn't worry about the colors of people. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, or whatever it is. Like, the only way we can fight whatever is happening now, because I understand, to my own fair understanding, is a lot of people are giving out about the government and the fact that while this is happening, is because the government has an open gate for unvetted immigrants to come into the country and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I'm not an immigrant. I'm an immigrant, but I'm an awesome immigrant.
You are a fucking
I'm
amazing.
a cool immigrant.
Yeah,
But all I'm just saying is that the only thing I feel in my mind is that we should not just focus on colors of black, white, immigrants, whatever it is. We should focus on like coming together. Yourself coming together, having this kind of like togetherness and plan on how we can behave as a society, how we can agree as a society and live, and whereby we can use this kind of agreement and say, you know what, fuck what the government are doing. We can actually live together and overpower this.
Well, we don't have that
because we are more than the government, regardless of what it is. We are more. Like, generally, like, look at the crowd imagine the whole crowd just one day say, you know what, fuck it. We're not working today until you listen to us. Yeah. Man, that's like, low key. I'm just saying.
Coming together.
I'm not trying to raise any like political war.
Love ends.
It's just out of love.
Well, it could be worse. You could be like McGregor spreading hate, or you could be like the Black Paddy and spreading love.
McGregor is a legend, to be honest with you. Like, I love him. He's one of my role models because I love him for one thing. I love the fact that he was a guy. He lived beside me when I was younger.
Did he?
Yeah, I used to live in Inchicore. He was from Crumlin. Yeah. So, but like, but I've always looked up to Conor McGregor because like he is that guy that motivated me. He came from nothing to be something without the help of people. He went and worked hard and get what he had and stuff like that. Like, I've always looked up to him as a person. So like, I just feel like whatever he's up to or whatever he does is coming from a place of love as well, because I believe that whatever Conor McGregor is doing, he's doing it for the people. And
he thinks he is, then.
No, but he's doing it for the people because these are his people, and he feels like, you know what, his people are crying for help, but the government are not listening to the help they're crying for.
Though.
So he's like, you know what, you guys, I don't know, whatever he's saying on the Twitter that they should kind of do for an action, but I think maybe he could have said it in some type of way, but in all fairness, came out in a weird way. But the thing I'm seeing in this situation is, I feel like the government somehow stand against people like Conor McGregor.
You think so?
Yeah, because he's speaking the truth. He's speaking out of his heart, that kind of way. So when you decide to live a life of authenticity and speak out of your heart, the government might not want to listen to you because the government is all about control, man. They want to control people. But it's like, hey, I'm Conor McGregor, you can't control me, or you can't control the people.
Yeah, you can't be wedged in the box.
That kind of way. So like, that's where I'm just coming from in a way, by,
like you're endorsing freedom of speech.
Yeah, that kind of way.
There are other ways to go about, like Bronagh na Earn, the Irish Constitution said at one stage, anybody who's born on the island of Ireland or who wants to call the island of Ireland home, more than welcome. We welcome everyone, right? And then whenever Paddy Ahern was in government, he had a referendum to change that part of our constitution, right? He was like, ain't liking it, too many immigrants coming in, blah, 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 blah. So we had a referendum and the people of Ireland voted no, we're not changing that.
That's why I love the Irish.
We're keeping that. Deadly. But what he did was, very artfully, there was a lot of shit in the media, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And normally the way it works is you're not allowed to have 2 referendums within 1 year, right? You're not allowed to do it. It's not a done thing. So he waited out, he piled the media full of this sentiment, waited out the 365 days, had another referendum, and the Irish people, the vote was a yes. So that got changed.
Deadly, bro.
You know, and I was like, you can't be fucking doing that. Now it's like telling your kids bad bedtime stories. You know they're going to have nightmares. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's under your bed. Like, the black people are coming to get you.
That's what the media is doing right now, giving people nightmares.
They
You know what I mean?
took our jobs. Like, I love it. There was a woman on Belfast Live going, see them fucking doctors in the Royal. There's a terrible lot of, like, why are they all African and Chinese? Why are they not art? And you're going, yes, Barbara, with your NVQ and fucking childcare. Big Ahmed come over here with a 7 years degree to take your fucking job. Do you know what I mean? Like, stop it! Go be a doctor then! There's loads of them! Like, fucking catch yourself on.
Sometimes when I'm in hospital, lying down there waiting for a blood test, and an Irishman come, I was like, what the fuck is my landlord doing here? Because in my head, I don't expect the white guy to turn up in the way. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm waiting for an Indian man or an African man, an uncle to take my blood. Not just...
I fucking love it. He's going, right, so the good news is your blood test come back clear. The bad news is you're in arrears. You can't cheat.
Selling my blood for fucking rent, bro. What the fuck?
So it could be worse. You could be selling your body, you know.
It's crazy though, but like, you know, like I'm just really happy that things are actually going really fine and really well, especially up here in the north. I won't lie to you, you guys might not see that, but the north are very, very welcoming to other actually. Yeah, they are. Like, no, very, like, literally, they're very welcoming. When I mean welcoming, like, there's no place I will be or travel to in the northern part of Ireland that I don't feel welcome. I was in a place recently called Rich Hill. I've never heard of Rich Hill in my life. The only reason in Armagh, it's between Armagh and Portadown. Yeah, it's actually, it's like a large village, population of like 2,000 people. Very small place in that kind of way. But I walked in there to do my video as the Black Paddy in a small town now. And the first guy that spoke to me, he said, "Oh, Black Paddy, how's it going?" "Well, yeah, I work in Super Valley. Do you want to come in for a coffee?" I'm like, oh my God, this is deadly, bro. And I bump into random people that didn't even know about the Black Paddy. But sometimes when I go into different places or town or somewhere or or talk to people and have my camera on and my mic and I just stop random people, they have this kind of like, sorry, excuse me, no, wait, no, sorry, we can't. You can just tell they don't want to do it or whatever it is. I don't.
No face, no case.
I know that kind of, but like when I went to that kind of a small town, Rich Hill, I see that kind of love and welcome I get from them and stuff like that. And this was a very small town. Like, I don't know if they've been covered before on Google, whatever it is, but the welcome I get is just unreal. So I'm like, you know what? I'm so thankful to be living in such a country, because I think to myself, will this idea of the Black Paddy walking in any other country? Will, like, for example, let's say if I go to Spain now and I'm traveling around Spain in different towns in Spain, I'm doing this. Will this kick off like the way it kicked off in Ireland? Like, you know, kind of way. That's to show, like, I'm living in a very, very great, welcoming country. Like, all we're seeing right now, all this anger, all this force is just media. It's just like, you know, the far right people trying to put things in people's head, or you know, because in all fairness now, like, if you go deep into the situation of white people are angry, we're getting different results from it. Like, first of all, we thought it was a foreigner, the random foreigner, unfettered foreigner that stabbed this kid, but we now found out it was a Nigerian guy who actually is an Irish citizenship, who's been living here for a long time, that actually did something sick like that to this little kids in that kind of way. So we'll get a few stories and we're like, oh my God, things don't add up. But the media will put random, like the other day when I because my ad for Sky was for 2 days, was the day when the riot happened, and the next day I actually text the people, do you think I should come in today because of the riot that happened yesterday? They was like, yeah, why not? I'm like, fucking bastard, they don't give a fuck, I'm black or not like that. They just want me to fucking do the goddamn.
They don't care.
But I didn't say that, but I just said on my mind, the fucking racist motherfucker, they didn't even care about my black ass. They didn't even care about me. Just, you know,
they're probably hoping something happens because it'll make it go big.
Exactly, you know what I mean? And I was like, this is not, I had my hood on and everything, you know, so
like, let's record it in O'Connell Street today.
And I got to the train station, and the guy on the train was like, oh my God, No joke. As soon as I got out of the train, the guy with the orange vest stopped, seen me. Like, oh, Black Paddy, what are you doing in Dublin? It's very dangerous. Look, there was something on the media today saying there's a black man with machete on the train station. I said, shut the fuck up, you're lying, man. Yeah. And he said, no. He showed me. I was like, see, that's what the media does. It aggravates this type of people. What if
a lie can be halfway around the world before the truth?
That's what I'm saying to you. And when a lot of damage would have happened before the truth then come out, and it's kind of sad because that's why my advice to people actually is to, before you make any judgment, before you make any move, before you make any decision,
you gotta
stop,
go,
breathe, think, ask, be curious, ask question, why, what, have an investigation on what's happening. Then because that's how you believe that
we are by nature a skeptical people. I mean, for example, you can hear if somebody got their knees shot, and we'll go, well, you didn't get that for missing mass. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll be going, he must have done something to deserve it,
bro,
or...
that's a typical black thing as well. Oh my God, like literally, like I'm chilling right here. If I see a black man running, I'll be running too, because I don't know. I'm like, where the fuck is he running from? Who is he running from? If you're running, I am running.
He's like, man, I'm training for a marathon. Why are you following me?
Oh, really? Jeez, I thought someone run after you.
Yeah, like you have been absolutely. I mean, I want to give you something actually.
Oh, deadly.
Giving you a mug.
Oh, cool.
With my mug on it. But I actually don't know what mug it is, because I had two kinds made, so I'm wondering if this is going to be. It is.
No way.
This is Belfast.
No. Well, Belfast, no story. Word up.
Well, Belfast. And
thank you so much. Thank you so much, man.
For your missus in the Christmas tree.
All right, cool.
I called my first show.
All right. Oh, no way.
At us now.
At us now. I love that.
At us now.
At us now.
At us now.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this is...